Yay! Okay, let me put this on my tripod because I had a really hard time trying to get onto a live chat today. Interesting. So let me just put this on the tripod. I kept trying to schedule it for later and I'm like, what? And the later button was not pressed. So, some interestingness going on this morning. Okay, so situate myself and I hope everybody is having a wonderful Saturday morning. And, I mean, eventually the chat started working and yeah, it's like I haven't done a chat before. It's like, don't forget, when you do a live chat, blah blah blah. And I'm like, this is not my first live chat. Okay, so I definitely have some crystals to show you guys. I went to the gem fair yesterday, but mostly for like gifts because you know, Yule, Christmas, Hanukkah, all that stuff is coming up right now. So, well, I mean, I think the first or is it Monday starts Hanukkah. Um, well, anyway, so yeah, I'm trying to get all the gifts ready, and I can't wait to make some goodies for my friends and my family. I was planning on doing like some little like perfume vials, kind of like well, actually it's using the little glass bottles that you get from the witch's moon box, the oils they send you. Well, I like making my own blends and putting my own little herbs in there, and so I'm gonna be doing those for friends and family. And plus I got like pick some stuff up at the gem fair for them, and so I'm not really going to show that on this live chat because I'm not quite sure who's watching. So I can't spoil the surprise. But I will definitely show you guys some of the other stuff that I got. And ooh, I have to show you Wally's calendar. Oh, what's up, Chase? He says I may be a lurker, but he is here. No problems. You go about your day and just like listen along. Okay, so my tea is still he's like, yo. My tea is still steeping and it's quite hot, so I don't want to put its little lid on yet. But you know that my homegirl stuff out in Belgium, well, we like to exchange our boxes of goodies, and then we sent each other like a Christmas box too. But it's like a little something. And of course, I can't say what I sent her for her Christmas box because she hasn't gotten it yet. But I did get her like big goodie box, and she got my big goodie box. By the way, I sent her a shirt. Actually, I bought this shirt for me, and then I bought one for her, but it's for the homies. Keep it real. But she sent me this awesome mug, and it's got this cool like tea strainer thing in it. And once it cools off, I don't know if you can see the steam coming off of it. I can put this like awesome lid on it. It is so rad. I told her, I was like, oh, but it's burning right now, so I can't. It's not ready for its lid. He says, I legit mug envy. Be envious, West Side. So yeah, so we it was like Christmas opening up all her stuff. She even got me this giant incense stick that's meant for the outdoors because I was like, this has like a gigantic dowel. Like, where am I supposed to put this incense stick? Because it doesn't fit in regular incense holders because this thing is massive. And like the incense is like that big around. I was like, whoa, I was like, this is an incense stick, right? I'm not like eating, like I'm like sniffing it. I'm like, this isn't food, right? Like, and she's like, no, it's for the outdoors. Like, you could stick it in like a pot, like a potted plant or something like that. And she says, and it's supposed to help keep like, it doesn't have like citronella in it, but it has some other stuff to help keep like bugs and mosquitoes away if you wanted to like chill and do like some woo-woo stuff outside, So I thought that was really cool. And yeah, so yeah, she's playing around with all the stuff I sent her. Right now she's playing with her unicorn stickers that I sent her. Okay, so there's one thing I got at the gem fair that I'm going to show you guys. It's actually a gift for the dude, but I think if I show it early in the broadcast, he won't be watching because I think he watches the tail end on the way home, and he's not coming home till noon. so we have time to show. Okay, so hey, what's up, Retha? Okay, so there's a few specific booths that I always go to at the gem fair, and one of them is this nice Indian couple, and they sell stuff from like Tibet and the Himalayan mountains and stuff like that. And I always get a really good deal, so I got like a nice. Like they sold real cashmere like wraps. But then they had viscose, which has a cashmere feel, and I was like, ooh, and it was like half the price, so I went for the cashmere feel. And I got a other nice like bright red wrap because red's like one of my favorite colors. Red and hemimorphite blue are like my two favorite colors on the planet. Okay, so anyway, the dude has been looking at this for like a year, and I've been looking at it for a long time. And the last time I was at the gem fair, I was like, next time I'm at the gem fair, I'm gonna get it as a Christmas gift for him. So he likes, like we have a giant one of these singing bowls. So we have a much bigger one that's in the living room. And then I bought him a crystal singing bowl. And again, from these the people that I went to, because I got a really good price on that. Excuse me. And it's like double, triple the price anywhere else, you know, so I got him like this massive crystal bowl. Okay, so this time I got him, I don't even know the name of it, and they just said it's like a drum, but it's an interesting drum. Hey Loki, how's it going? The doctor. And they just put it in this cool like bag for me. I'm just trying to take it out and not break it. Okay. Okay, so this is it. You know, it's just a hollow, really thick metal. And then they give you a couple of drumsticks. And this is what it sounds like. Let me put it down. I think it sounds pretty. It's like, it's very soothing, and it's like, it sounds like, well, they say it's a drum, but it sounds like a harp. So yeah, it's just, I don't know if you guys could hear, but it's like. Loki just walked by. He's like, what? So anyway, yeah, so I know the dude's not watching right now, but this is his Christmas gift. I'm just gonna put it back in its little sack now and go back to hiding it in my closet, because I have little hiding places where I'm hiding like all the gifts. Especially from him. And he got me a gift at the gem fair. Aryan, how are you? And he says I can't have it until my birthday. I'm like, what? My birthday's in June. That's 6 months from now. And he's like, well, it's gonna be safe. You know, nobody's gonna get it. It's like, nobody else is gonna buy it. It's gonna be safe in a hiding place. Well, I am glad that you are doing well. So yeah, so we were off just getting gifts at the gem fair. Oh, so I got this little doodad. I can't show the other stones because my friends do watch my live chat, so I can't show you what I got them. But I did get a jade lucky frog. So this is like a luck toad, and he has a little offering coin for the people who reside in the home. So you can put him in the wealth corner of your home, which is like the back left corner from your front door. So that's like near our fireplace and actually where a Christmas tree is right now. So I'm probably going to place him on the mantle over there just so he can help bring in some financial success into our home. But I thought he was really cool, and I got a really good price. I like the lady that works there. She's another person I like to buy some of my stuff from. You know, if I get good vibes from certain people, like I tend to keep going back to just those people. You know, so anyway, he's he's made of jade. He's been coated with like a resin, and he was only like $25. So yay! So yeah, he's gonna go in our wealth corner. Hey, Lokester, watch out the hot tea. But you can also place him by your front door, just as long as he's not on the floor. So you want to like put him on a pedestal or just something that so he's off the floor and not in direct sunlight or anything, and just make sure that he faces inward, that the wealth isn't facing out of your house. Wealth is facing in your house. So yeah, he's pretty cool. I also got this cool appetite egg from my fave people that work the very last booth, so they're the booth on your way out the door, and I always visit them. A nice Chinese couple. So I got this very pretty blue appetite egg, and this egg I believe was $34. But you know, I love me some blues. Like I said, I love red, I love blue. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful appetite. I have like a green appetite sphere behind me. I just love that stone. But yeah, this is my green appetite sphere that I got like a long time ago. Probably from the same people. Okay. Oh, so I should mention, okay, so at that booth, that very last booth before you leave the gem fair, where I picked this up on the way out, and I was like looking, seeing if there was any more gifts to get people, and so we're waiting there while the guy was ringing somebody else up, and you know, I'm like, my boyfriend's like, oh, he says, maybe I want to get you a piece of hemimorphite, because he knows I love hemimorphite. It's like my favorite stone in the whole freaking world. Like, if I could only have one stone, it would be hemimorphite. That neon blue hemimorphite that comes from China is like my favorite. And I know it comes from several different regions. Like, it comes from Mexico, parts of the US, Europe, like Italy, France, and Belgium. I think there's a couple other places, like place in Africa. But my favorite place that it comes from is China, for that beautiful electric blue color. So he found a piece. He was like, oh, he says, you know, maybe I'll get you this for Christmas. And I was like, oh, okay. And so we're standing there, and I'm like kind of looking off to the side, and I noticed some of their crystal skulls, and I was like, oh, those are cool. And I was kind of playing around with them. But you know, they were like $200, and I'm like not feeling like spending $200 right now on myself when I'm trying to, you know, buy Christmas gifts. So I was like, do. And then all of a sudden, like, my eyes went whoosh, like my head was forward. What up, New Age? She said, hey, how's it going, dude? It's going good. So, cause like my eyes were forward, and I was just like, do. And then all of a sudden I was like, and I like looked over, and behind all the crystal skulls, like in a dusty little spot, was an even bigger head, like a skull. It wasn't a head, but it was, it's like this big. Like it's a big skull. And I was like, whoa. And so I pick it up, and I was like, this thing's freaking rad. Like, I love the like tool marks on it and everything. It's just like, and it's this beautiful like pink skull. And I was trying to figure out what stone is it. And you know, because it has it kind of has a crystalline structure like hemimorphite that I could see on it. And I was like, well, this can't be hemimorphite, because hemimorphite doesn't come in pink. You know, it's like comes in blue or white or colorless, or sometimes yellow, sometimes green, like browns. But I had never heard of it being pink. And so I was like, nah. You know, maybe it's a type of calcite, maybe like pink calcite, maybe, you know, maybe too big to be a kunzite, like a pink kunzite, because I know they had some pink kunzite nearby. So I was like, oh, you know, so I put it down, but then I kept picking it back up. My boyfriend's like, you do not need like a $300 skull right now. I was like, I know. And I was like, wait, hold on, let me just hold this real quick. New Age says, I'm just listening and watching for a bit as I'm making a Christmas cake. Oh my gosh. And beetroot burgers. Oh, girl. It's too bad you don't live closer, because I'd be over there right now. Because, you know, you may need a taste tester, and I will take that. I will take that sacrifice. I'll be your taste tester. So anyway, I'm holding this like crystal skull, and I can't put it down. And my boyfriend's holding, you know, the piece of blue hemimorphite he was going to buy me. And then all of a sudden he's like, Wayward son, hey, how are you? So then he's like, and he puts that down and he starts taking out his cash. And he starts counting his cash. And then he picks up the skull and I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, shh. I'm like, what are you doing? And so he asked the guy, he's like, is it about crystals? Yes. So he's like, so he's holding the big skull, right? The crystal skull. And he asked the guy how much for the skull in cash, because the guy was like, oh, that's like whatever, like 360, and like $360 for a skull this big. And he's like, well, how much cash? And so the guy's like, um, he's like, the best I can do is 320. And he says, do you know what that stone is? And he's like, it's pink hemimorphite. And me and the dude looked at each other. We're like, pink hemimorphite? We're like, no way, it comes in pink. He says, yes, let me show you. And so he pulls out these other two blue hemimorphites that we're used to. He says, you know that it comes from like these different regions, and stuff that I already knew about hemimorphite. And he's like, you put them together. He says they have the same. He goes, they're both a zinc ore. And he says they both have the same hardness on the Mohs scale. He goes, they're the same. He says, but different regions are producing slightly different colors based on other like imperfections in the in hemimorphite. Like it might be mixed with like cobalt or something like that, and that could produce that like lavendery or pink color. And so we're just like, whoa. And so the guy's like, yeah, I could do 320. And so so my boyfriend pays. And I was like, and then he's like, but you're not getting it till your birthday. I was like, what? Like Christmas is right around the corner. My birthday's 6 months from now. He's like, oh, well, somebody will just have to wait till June. I'm like, oh my gosh. So he's hiding it right now. He says, I can't have it until June. Which is I was like, what? That sucks. Because it's really awesome. And it was like even the dude who like is not like into woo woo at all, like he was like, this thing is damn is all he could say. He was like, there is something about this. He goes like, I'm not into that, this stuff, but he's like, there's something about this skull. And I was like, I know. And so Solaria, hey, watch it be under the tree on Christmas morning. I hope so, because I don't want to wait till my birthday. I want to hang out with my skull now. So yeah, so he says it's not till June. Wayward's like, oh, I hope so too. Me too. So I'm like on my phone, like looking up everything about like pink hemimorphite. Aren's like, yes. And so I guess there is pink hemimorphite. Yeah, and then as we're walking to the car, my boyfriend has the skull, and he's like, you know what's interesting? Wayward Son's like, June is forever. I know. And I'm like, mid-June. So he says, when you said you're going to the gem fair, and I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll find some gifts for you, or gifts for, he says, a couple of his friends that are, kind of woo woo. He's like, I thought, maybe I would pick some stuff up. So I grabbed a wad of cash, because I want to, when you want to wheel and deal, you got to bring some cash. And he says, did you know I brought exactly $320? And so when the man said that skull cost $320, I was like, what? He's like, so I don't know. He's like, I don't know if I believe in coincidences, or maybe it was just a coincidence, but I just thought it was oddly strange that the money I brought here to buy you a gift was $320, and the thing that you couldn't stop touching cost $320. He was like, so I don't know, but you ain't getting it till June. I was like, that's not fair. So anyway, so dig this. On the ride home, Well, actually, no. We decided to start to go to the San Diego Zoo because they're having Friday was the start of Jungle Bells, where they have the whole park done up like Christmas, and and the park's open at night, so you get to see like the a lot of the more nocturnal animals, which is cool. And so we're driving there, and that skull is riding in the trunk. And all of a sudden, I could swear that I felt an energy in the car, and I knew that it was coming from that skull because it was like a pink energy. And so I just kept feeling these like wayward sons. Oh, fun! I want to go to Jungle Bells. Yeah, Jungle Bells was so cool. I took a lot of video, by the way. Got to see your slosh. Arya's like, me too. So I feel like these arms like holding me, like it's behind me, like holding me like this, and then like like you know how somebody like, like how you grab a kid and sometimes you rub their hair. Like I felt somebody like rubbing my hair. I was like, what is this energy? So like my boyfriend's driving, like he has no idea what's going on, and so I'm like trying to figure out like, what is this energy. Angela Grady said that is both the sweetest story and the meanest story at the same time. June is too long to wait. I know, right? And so I start asking like, are you coming from the skull? It's like, yes. But it felt like such a loving protective energy. And like, how I have my PVCs and my tachycardias, like my heart skips sometimes, and sometimes I have worse episodes than others. And yesterday my heart was like a little skippy, so it was like skippy in the car, but this energy, as it was holding me, I could feel my heart slowing down. Like I could feel the skipping, like the PVC skips, like kind of cease for at least that moment. And I was like, whoa. And I was like, who are you? And all I heard was the name Sophos. And I was like the antivirus software? Like, isn't Sophos an antivirusware like thing on a computer? And it just kept saying like Sophos, Sophos. And it had this like motherly, like, I'm taking care of you. And it felt like it was putting its hand out, like any other energy that maybe was not good for me, like entering the vehicle, felt like it was casting it away. And I was like, what? So when I got home, I actually Googled Sophos, and of course the antivirus software stuff came up, but I was like, Greek origin of Sophos. Sophos actually was it's a word used a lot by Plato, and it means wise, like wise mentor, somebody who's accumulated a lot of knowledge, a very wise being. And I was like, holy shit, really? Well, that's interesting. So yeah, its name is Sophos. Um, yeah, and Sophos, like the antivirus software. And yeah, and last night I don't quite remember my dreams, but I remember them just being very like happy, like relaxing dreams, because guess where my boyfriend placed the skull? It's hidden under the bed. Which, not like it sticks out because my boyfriend has so much stuff under there. There's a lot of our Christmas gifts are under there, like gifts for me. So like where he puts his gifts is like under the bed and in the closet. So the skull right now is under the bed because he brought it out, and he this morning, and that's how I knew it was under the bed, because this morning he brings it out and he's like, look who wants to say hi, but she can't have it till June. And I was like, no. And then he put it back under the bed. I was like, so I'm gonna be a good person, and I'm not gonna grab it from under the bed because it's not gifted to me yet. So I guess I just have to wait. But anyway, I thought I would share that trippy story. I thought it was worth sharing. So yeah, when I finally have Sophos in my hands, like, dude, I'm totally gonna share her with you. Like, it's like, any of you guys work with like Kuan Yin? It's like Kuan Yin energy times 10. Like, like the vibration is so high. It was interesting because something that high vibration I would think would send my like heart palpitations out of whack, because sometimes it does. But it just calmed everything down, and never had I felt so protected. It was like, I don't know, a good 5 minutes in the car, and I was like, whoa. It's interesting. So yeah. Um Anyway, moving on to other things that happened at the gem fair, otherwise meeting some enlightened being inside a crystal skull that my dude picked up that just coincidentally had the enough cash for. Moving on. um, you know me, I like to make bracelets. I have my charoite bracelet here, my appetite bracelet. And Oh, I should do a little plug. If you want to buy some bracelets, I sell some in my Etsy shop, Kittens Waits Tarot. Check it out. Wayward Son, I can't wait to meet Sophos. I know. I want her to meet you guys. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, while I'm talking about my shop, I might as well like Arya said Sophos is a Greek name. Yes. So I thought that's interesting. Well, actually, my students just finished up the Odyssey, so we did like a whole like Greek unit. So that's an interesting connection. But yeah, in my shop, I don't know, you guys are interested. I'm just doing a quick little plug right now. Arya said, I am from Greece. Oh, you are? Well then, that is someplace I want to visit someday because Greece looks freaking amazing. I've had a couple of friends go there, and that's on my list someday. I've been to Italy, and my next stop is one day when I have the cash, I'm going to Greece. I said, welcome. I will be there someday. Yeah, it's on the list. It's actually at the top of the list. So I have the year ahead readings if you guys are interested. So check it out in the shop, and all month long I have 10% going on in my shop. So definitely check it out. And do I have any other plugs? Oh, yeah, today after the live chat, I'm gonna be pairing people up for my hashtag GiveSember. So there were people that emailed me their addresses so I can pair people up to be like secret Santas, because I thought it would be fun. Hey, Carmen. How are you? So if you guys want to jump in on it, email me, Tara, Tara, at kittenswaitsandtarot.com. And just send me your address. And then what I'm going to do today is everybody who's already emailed me, which there were quite a few people, I was pretty excited. And I kind of want there to be an odd number of people emailing me because I want to be able to send somebody a gift too. Or I just might end up just sending a couple people gifts anyway. But just putting something together like a used tarot deck or oracle deck, maybe you like to make oils, maybe you make candles, maybe you just have a couple of nice candles laying around, maybe live by the ocean, you have some cool seashells, put it together like a nice little gift. And I will email you somebody's address without their name, so that when you mail them something, you mail it, but in the name section, put hashtag GiveSember, mixing give and December. And then that way they know like what the gift is coming from, instead of some like stranger sending them a gift. They're like, is this a gift? What is this? Well, oh, it's coming from Tara's GiveSember. So yeah, if you guys want to do that, like I said, just email me your address. I have a couple of people that are out of the United States that emailed me. I have a lot of people that are in the United States that emailed me, and I just reminded people we have, through YouTube, there's people all over the world. So just kind of keep that in mind when it comes to shipping. So maybe just make a little something small and not too big, especially if you get somebody who, I have somebody in Ireland, I have somebody in Australia, there's somebody in the UK, in England. So just kind of keeping those things in mind, or you could get somebody in the States, if let's say you are out of the States. And yeah, just a little something. And I think it's just nice, something within our community, and it, gift giving shouldn't be stressful. This is like, a fun chance to give. I know at Christmas time and Hanukkah and everything, we're already giving, but it seems like so much stress, like, oh, I gotta buy for this person and this person. Here it is, it's just like, I'm just going to organically put some things together that I know would make somebody happy. And you don't know who this person is, so you don't even have to stress about it. It's just, you know, going off your intuition. Use your intuition for this. It's just, I feel like they might get some enjoyment out of this. By the way, I have a dump load of decks over there that need to find a home, so I'm going to be gifting a lot of those. And just like, you know, put a little something together, and it's just a nice little thing to receive in the mail from, you know, our little woo-woo community. So yeah, email me today, because today I'm going to be pairing up mailing addresses. Tara, T-A-R-A, at kittenswaitsandtarot.com. So that is my plug. There you go. So yes, so like I said, I have like salves and sprays and bracelets and year ahead readings and other readings in my shop if you are interested. And join on the hashtag GiveCember. Okay, plugs all done. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys. Every year I make a Wally calendar for, you know, I print one out for my dad, for us, for the dude's dad, and one of my good friends. So I always make like 4 calendars. And this year I decided to use images from the cards that I'm making for the Wally World Oracle, just because I thought it might be interesting. So I'm going to turn around so I could show you guys the calendar. I don't think I would be able to sell the calendar in my shop, just because it costs like 18 bucks plus tax to make the calendar, and I think that like with shipping and all that stuff, it would just be like too pricey for a calendar, you know. So anyway, I'm just gonna show you guys, and let me turn around. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Okay, so this is the cover, and if she's watching, somebody might recognize her horse Charlie. And okay, so open it up to January. And these, by the way, are the cards for our community deck. So there's my dude's old cat Herb, and this is actually a picture of Mammoth Mountain for January. Okay, then we go into February. And this one I believe is from Melissa Salvaggio. So I think, gosh, is this in Australia or New Zealand? I forget. And let's see, Wally is right down here. You guys can see like what number cards these are too. And this winter break, you know, I get 2 weeks off, and my dude's older brother, who's a graphic designer, is going to be staying with us. So I'm going to be tweaking the cards. That'll probably take a couple of days. Yeah, probably a couple of days, and I'm going to ask him how to do separation files so that I could make the little triangles and the circles here. And that way the printing programming can do gold foil. And I am going to edge the deck in like a matty gold kind of. So yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna work on, it'll probably take like another few days to do the guidebook cover, which will be the same as the cover of the box, and I already know what I want to do for the inside of the box and everything, so it'll probably be pretty easy for me to like crank out those images. And then all I really need is the expertise of my dude's older brother to help me lay it out for like printing purposes. So yeah, it's, you know, and the printer said it would take like, it takes like 30 days to like get something printed and all of that. So and then to get things delivered out would take another like couple of weeks. So, you know, like a whole thing, like once you're all done and you turn it in, it's like a couple month process basically. But that's okay. It'll happen when it happens. And here's March. This picture was actually taken by my stepmom, and this is Machu Picchu in Peru. And let's see, the Wally is right there. So yeah, there's March. And this way you get like a preview of the cards if you haven't seen my preview video. Okay, going into April. Oh, Wayward Son. Do you recognize something? So yeah, beautiful rainbow. Back there we have Wally chilling. So So yeah. And then we go into May. In May, let's see, who's this one? I think this one is by Cosmic Creeper. And we got Wally up here. It's a beautiful, beautiful sunset. And then June, my month. Angela Grady, I am so excited for this deck. Dude, me too. I'm like, I've been like dreaming of it. I think about it like every day, and I was like, I just need to have it printed, and yeah, I just need to have it in my hands. And then I would definitely be doing like a Kickstarter or something like that, some sort of crowdfunding, because it's pretty pricey to print up 550 decks, which is the minimum amount that you can print. So yeah, I can't wait. So anyway, so this is June. This is my birth month. This is also a picture from my stepmom. And this was, let's see, I think, oh, I forget which island in Hawaii. Her and my dad went on a trip, but there's Wally down there. And she said that was kind of like overlooking some cliffs. Then we go to July. And this is taken right here in good old San Diego, down in Mission Valley by the stadium. And they're having like their fireworks show they have this like thing called the KGB Sky Show that's like this huge thing. It literally stops the freeway. People stop, get out of their cars, and watch the fireworks on the freeway. So yeah, this is like a big deal when it happens in San Diego. And we got a little Wally Wally toe down here. And then we have August. And another one of our beautiful peeps uploaded this picture, and I think, yep, that's Wally sleeping. He's sleeping inside the tree. And then we go to September. And this picture was taken by me when I was in Rome, and I took a picture of the Vatican. I was in Vatican City. The Vaticina. And there's Wally. September, October. So this is the one that's on the cover. And to me, this is actually card number 1, if you guys can see. It's card number 1 in the deck, because to me it's like the Fool card. It's the starting your adventure, and since this is a healing deck, it is the beginning of your healing journey. And then November, Wayward says, loving the calendar. Good job, thank you. Okay, so so this is our home. And this is our old cat Presley. And I put a little rose on my license plate, so like everybody wouldn't know like what my license plate number is for the deck. But if you could see, he's outlined in orange. It's not going to stay that way. He's actually going to be outlined in gold foil. So he kind of looks kind of weird right now, but he's going to be in gold foil. Okay, and then we have December, and this is the Christmas picture from this year. So this is this year's Christmas picture. Did you know I took this on my cell phone using my Apple Watch? So this is the Lokester, this is the dude, and Wally, of course, in our dining room where we have our Christmas tree. So yeah. I get to, you know, bust out all my professional like photography lights and everything, and yeah, so that's us. Okay, so let me move back. So yeah, thought you guys might enjoy looking at the calendar that I'm going to be sending out to a couple of my friends and family. Yes, that is good. Okay. Oh, so I was going to show you the beads for the bracelets that I was going to make. So I bought, this is dyed blue tiger eye. So it is tiger eye, it's just dyed blue, and I thought it was pretty cool. Carmen said, wow, that's a great calendar. Thank you. I make one every year. You know, usually I like Photoshop, like, you know, I'll have different pictures and I Photoshop Wally and all the different pictures. And it's always like it's the Wally calendar. And this year just so happened I just wanted to use all the card images. So yay. um, so yeah, I'm gonna make this into a bracelet, but I didn't just want it to be these beads, like, you know, making a bracelet. I also bought some labradorite beads. So I thought I would, like, you know, maybe break it up with some labradorite beads, and it would just like, you know, that flash that they both have, which I think that's because they're both feldspars. I think labradorite's a feldspar, but I know like tiger eye and sunstone and all that stuff, they're in the feldspar family because they have that flash. Moonstone might be in that too, but anyway, I just thought, you know, they would go well together, like as a bracelet. I'm trying to figure out like kind of what design to put them in. And then I also got, this is called Eagle Eye, which I think is just a different form of tiger eye, but it also has that flash to it. So yeah, I'm gonna make another bracelet out of this, and it's a gray color, and I don't have too many dark bracelets. I mean, I have one black colored bracelet that's lava stone, and I think that's it. So, you know, I thought like another like kind of smoky colored stone might be nice to add into my bracelet collection. Usually if I have beads left over, I'll just like make another bracelet and sell it on my shop. So I usually just like have like a couple of bracelets here and there. So I can't make like a lot of them because at the gem fair they don't always have the same stuff. So it's like if it's there, yay, I can make like a couple of bracelets or something. Okay, the place that I got my cool lucky jade frog, just for a couple of dollars, I got the staff of Hermes, or also known as Mercury. And I know, and it's got the little chakras, and it's just like, you know, like a little cheap necklace, but I thought it was really pretty. And I know that like when it comes to like medical symbols, usually the symbol that we associate with like medicine. But I'm trying to figure out the name of that staff. It's Asclepies staff. It's a single like staff here, and it has like a single snake showing like shedding, like rebirth, new life. Because I believe Asclepies was like healing of the sick and things like that, and then like the medical community, like I think it was like the army or something, got it like confused with the staff that has two intertwined snakes and the wings suggesting swiftness, which is Hermes staff in Greek, but Mercury in Roman. Carmen said, I love the beads. Where do you buy them? At the gem fair. And actually the company for this is called Beads Creations. So they probably have something online. But it's a nice Armenian man that goes there or works there. Or I mean, I think he owns the company. But yeah, so I always buy from them. I buy from the nice Indian couple where they have all the Himalayan and Tibetan stuff. I buy stones from the like geology students booth. There's a nice Chinese man that sells other beads, but I didn't really find anything that I wanted there. Gosh, who other booths do I go to? There's a couple other Chinese booths that I go to. I think one man is Russian that I go see his booth. There's this really nice Puerto Rican couple that sells all the Larimar, and they have like, it's good deals on Larimar, but Larimar is freaking expensive, so I don't really get anything there ever. But you know, if I were and I had the money for that, you know, I would buy some more Larimar. But yeah, so anyway, I got this, and so like Hermes slash Mercury is known for like 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 warding off thieves, like good for commerce, bringing in money, swiftness, and that's kind of like what you think of, you know, when you think of like the the shoe, like the track shoe with the little wing on it. Like I used to draw that on myself all the time. So because I was a track and field athlete, like I always used to imagine I had wings on my feet. So I always have a thing for like Hermes. So when I saw this, it's like, yeah, like I love the wings. I love Hermes. I know that sometimes it's associated with a medical symbol erroneously, but I don't know, whatever. I like it. And I like it that it's got the little chakras. So yeah. Oh, by the way, I bought a new chain too for my little Nefertiti. The dude bought me this like a few years ago, but it needed a new chain, and it's the chain that looks almost identical to my old necklace. That I used to have, but remember when we got broken into, it was all my jewelry was stolen. So so I lost my Nefertiti. So he bought me a new Nefertiti, and now I have the neck chain that looks almost like the old one. Angela said, I am going to go to the Big Gem Show in Quartzsite, Arizona. Oh my gosh, I want to go there someday. At the start of the new year, I may need to sell a kidney beforehand. Carmen said, thanks, we'll look it up. You are welcome. Yeah, I want to go to Quartzsite. Maybe next year. I keep saying like maybe next year, maybe next year. It's just like right now I'm, I want to work on, my Oracle deck, and there's like all these things I'm working on, and bought a car this year. So I just, I just gotta watch my finances. But next year, maybe things will be a little bit better, and I can go to Quartzsite because I really want to do that too. And my tea, by the way. Yes, this tea mug. Thank you, Steph, if you're watching. Good stuff. Okay, what else did I want to show you guys? Well, Angela said I live in Phoenix, so it's not too far from me. Oh, well, there you go. I once in a blue moon, I'm in Phoenix because my friend that I've known since like 7th grade, like he and his wife and his kids, one of his kids is my godson. They live in Phoenix proper. So, yeah, so I'm in Phoenix every once in a blue moon, and every time I pass the sign for Quartzsite, I'm like, oh. Okay, so last time, I don't think it was the last live chat, but maybe the live chat before, I showed you one of the crystal books that I had just gotten by Tamara Dreisen, also known as Wolf Sister on Instagram. Whoa. Oh no, I have frozen. I don't know if I have frozen on your guys's videos. Oh no, unfreeze. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can unfreeze myself. Okay, I'm gonna end and come back. Okay, guys, I'm going to